where to begin? So I started noticing a couple things with this guy that we were working with, this producer. He would impose his will on the session a lot, because I guess he thought that because we were at his house or whatever.
So yeah, we started working with this guy, and it got heated with Lucas at first. They weren't seeing eye to eye, and the guy was always late and stuff. But I was more laid back. I was like, "Yo, chill, come on, let's make this happen, whatever. Like, just no need to make something out of this. It's cool, no problem." Until like it became a problem.
I only met that producer maybe a handful of times, and there was a couple of instances, and he was seemingly chill, but like when you've like encountered a lot of different people in your life, sometimes you can catch when the vibe's slightly off. Like, what is the priorities, right? Like, you really kept a professional relationship with him, right? So he's paying him for the time. If I knew the session was done, and then you're trying to get licks, party with us, it's fine. But like during, like, you'll give me a drink. It's like I feel like you should be on key, right? Yeah. You're paying mats for that. And the other thing too is that like, obviously we had girls at the Airbnb, whether it be friends, connections. There was Katie that Lucas was working with, right? So, and her friends. And the thing is, like, we always pride ourselves on having a good environment for everybody. But like, like you can tell when a man's trying to slide in,
If you're an artist and you're trying to meet people, a great way to meet people is paying producers and people to introduce you to other people. But as soon as you do that, there's a business side to it that comes with it, right? I think I didn't make it very clear. I didn't make a very good distinction between, being friends with someone and working with someone. That type of stuff started happening, and I wasn't with it. And already we had the studio session with Katie, and I wasn't really happy, right? Because I was like, we could have spent this time. Like, she's not here for a long time. She's from another country. She's literally just here to work with me. And we completely missed an opportunity to make some music because we wanted to hang out. Granted, maybe it was a good decision at the time. But then I got some messed up news, man. We were on our way to a studio session, and Anas decided to tell me in the car ride over to the studio session that this producer guy had gotten in the Uber with Katie like the night that we were all hanging out, and he decided to, make a move. And that pissed me off in so many ways because, number one, I told everyone, Katie's here to work with me. We can hang out, and she's a very chill person, but like, that's thing number one. And I'm paying you, so you shouldn't even be. That's disrespectful. Number two, I told everyone she had a man and she has a daughter. Like, she's spending time with us that she could be spending with her daughter. Why would you make things awkward like that? Why would you even, I remember being in that car just heated, and my boy Nas being like, all right, listen, Lucky, like, you gotta keep your composure. Can't let this affect the session, because right now the most important thing is the project. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to do that even though I'm human, but you gotta have my back. I don't want to talk to this guy for this whole 2 to 3 hours that we're gonna be there. I don't want to talk to him. I just want you to have my back on this, because if he starts talking to me, I might do something, I might say something that's going to ruin this whole thing. I want to give such a big shout out to Katie, because not a lot of people, not a lot of girls would have went through a situation like that and then came back to work with me. She literally was there just because she liked my music and she wanted to work with me on music. And all this other shit happened, and it shouldn't happen, and I allowed it to happen, so I feel bad about it to this day. But I want to shout her out because she kept coming through and working with us, and that, forever grateful. We go through those sessions, and I remember going out one night, and Katie told me like, yo, this thing happened that one night that we all hung out together, and I'm not sure, I didn't want to tell you, like, no one told me the day of, they told me like a couple days after, because I feel like everybody knew that I was gonna be like, I'm a happy person, I'm an easygoing guy. I don't know if you could get that vibe from me, but when I get mad, I get super mad. When she told me that, I was like, you know what? I was told about the situation. I'm very angry about it, and it's gonna get addressed. But for the time being, I think that, focusing on the project is more important. When she told me we were in a car with my boy Michael, and this is why I'm very thankful for the friends I have, because Michael took me to the side, like once we got out of the car, and he said, Lucas, what you just said is fucked up, and you need to take it back and you need to apologize, because you can't be telling a girl her feeling uncomfortable, especially in the way that this guy made her feel uncomfortable, is less important than your music project. And I was like, you know what? You're totally right.
There's no point in having people around you if they're not going to tell you when you need to do something to improve yourself or improve the project. At the end of the day, like, if you just have friends who are there to, you know, cheer you on and clap you no matter what, and don't actually check you when you do something out of pocket, or like they're fans, they're not friends.
Shortly after that, I took Katie to the side and I'm like, yo, what I said was messed up. I'm really sorry I said it. I've just been so focused, but it's messed up that I said it. I'm gonna address it as soon as I can, I promise you. And that's what I did.